And I just want other people to know that that's an option. You don't have to use pronouns if they don't vibe with you. You could just use your name.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. We have a great one planned for you, but first we need to thank today's sponsor. It is @1badcat760. Thank you very much, Badcat, for sponsoring today's show and your ongoing support to the channel. I do appreciate it, and I think everybody else out there appreciates it as well. Badcat, I hope you're having a great day. Well, listen, my friends, we have a lot of show to get to. We've got some people denouncing pronouns and opting for common sense. We'll be touching on the Fair Tax Act. And of course, we've got some liberal women cutting off their families because that seems to be their national pastime. We've got a lot more liberal madness to get to as well in the Lib Zone. So let's get on with the rest of the show. All right, my friends, it is Meme Monday, so let's jump right in. The first meme is talking about some people, how they react when their football team loses. Let's check that out. Okay, yeah, they're super pissed. They're angry, right? They're just super mad. But what happens when their government loses? They become something entirely different. When the government destroys your business, family, and health. Yeah, they all become sheep. Feminists voting for Islam. Yay, free Palestine. Oh, feminists after Islam wins. Yeah, okay, that is exactly what will happen. And here's the future of the Democratic Party. Let's check out and see what the rest of that story is. Yeah, I don't think that's actually the future, my friends. I think that's pretty much right now. Pantifa, always in a bunch. Man, I think this would be a perfect flag for them. I think they need to adopt it right now. We don't celebrate losers, you stupid racist. Indigenous Peoples Day. Now, I'm not calling Native Americans losers for anybody that might be getting triggered out there right now. We all love the American Indians. We're all familiar with those special dedicated aisles in the grocery store. You know, like the ones that say this week's specials. Well, I applaud this grocery store for coming up with something a little bit more, you might say, creative. Let's check it out. The Strong Independent Woman aisle. Wow, that sounds really great. Let's check it out and see what's going on with that. Oh, okay, yeah, cat food, cat toys, wine, and meals for one. Well, that pretty much covers all the essentials for the modern liberal woman. All right, my friends, we have arrived at the liberal pool of madness, so sit back and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
What are your pronouns?
I don't use pronouns, I just use my name.
Why do you do that?
Just none of the other pronouns really feel like me. My name is the only thing that really feels like me. And I just want other people to know that that's an option. You don't have to use pronouns if they don't vibe with you. You could just use your name.
That is so stupid that anybody even has to say that in a video. That we have slipped so far to the insanity in the left that it just blows my mind. Okay, let's go on.
You're really good at doing that. Can you give an example?
Sure. Maya loves going to the park. It's Maya's favorite activity. And Maya always has a great time when Maya does that.
Wow, using someone's actual name. Huh. Why didn't we think of that earlier? Here's a clip talking about the Fair Tax Act, and I think overall it should be a good thing. However, boy, you know, they're setting the cap at 30% tax on things you purchase. And I think that sounds good because you're getting rid of the federal taxes, your payroll tax, all those taxes are going away. So that money is dumping right into your wallet, which is a good thing. However, this is ripe for future politicians to be like, oh, you know what? We're at 30%, but we're going to raise it to 32%. And then maybe 35%. And then maybe 40%. I don't know. I think this is a good idea. It probably just needs a little bit more tweaking. Let me know what you think.
There's a new bill in Congress that wants to replace federal income tax with a national 30% sales tax for everyone. It's also going to get rid of payroll taxes and a couple other taxes as well, I believe. I think this is great, okay? This means that people get to keep more of their money, okay? And then you get to decide what you want to spend it on and get taxed on. Okay, as long as you're not a reckless spender and you're not out here consuming every single product, you're going to save a lot of money in the long run. You're going to have a lot more cushion in the bank. And remember, groceries aren't taxed.
Well, I'm not exactly sure you're right on that. From what I understand, the baseline tax is going to actually be 23% for average purchases. And then for things like food and a few other things, I believe it's going to be at that 30%. But like I said, there's a lot of taxes that are going to be wiped out from your paycheck that are going straight into your pocket. So again, I think this might be a net positive for pretty much everybody.
So there's a lot of things that are necessities or essential items that don't get taxed. So really, what's happening is they're just saying if you want to go buy a bunch of nonsense that you don't necessarily need, you're going to pay 30% sales tax on that instead of the government taking federal income tax from you, payroll tax from you, and whatever else. I think this is great. I don't think this is a negative. I think that if this passes, it's going to allow Americans to hold on to more of their money and decide what they want to spend it on and what they want to get taxed on. This is phenomenal. I don't see any negative in this. I know there's people talking shit about it, saying this is not a good thing. I think this is a step in the right direction, and it gives less power to the IRS, which we all know is an agency that shouldn't be there in the first place. All it does is take from people, and I think Americans are way overtaxed, and I think this is a wonderful thing and definitely a right move, and I hope it passes.
Up next, we have Caroline Levitt reminding everybody exactly what one of the duties of President Trump, and any president for that matter, is concerning the safety of the country. Check it out.
Leaders have a duty to defend and advance the interests of their own people, not foreign nationals. Leaders also have a duty to preserve the integrity and character of our nation's national identity. That is why President Trump is more committed than ever to fully restoring American sovereignty by keeping our borders secure, removing all illegal alien invaders, and rebuilding a legal immigration system that makes sense and benefits our country. President Trump has no higher responsibility than to defend our homeland and our people, and he will never waver in doing so.
Texas congressional candidate Valentina Gomez has a pretty no-nonsense approach to what to do with immigrants that kill Americans and do other things. I'm kind of on board. Let's check it out.
It's that simple. Public executions for any illegal that rapes or kills an American. They don't deserve deportation. They deserve to be ended.
Hey, Valentina, I am totally with you 100%. I think it would be a huge deterrent to anybody to be able to see real life consequences to their actions. It's something that is desperately missed in America.
If anybody has a spare man that they could spare, it's two bad bitches over here mounting the TV.
Wait a minute. You want a man? Can you define a man for us so that we know who to send over? Can you do that? No, you can't. Okay. Well, that's going to complicate things.
I mean, like, if anybody, boyfriend, I don't care. We don't even like that. We won't take your man. We just need him to mount this TV, and then he could go home. Oh, and actually, matter of fact, our sink is broke. Our sink too.
Well, I'm glad she's at least being honest, asking for a man to help her out because, it's what we do. Up next are a few clips featuring Awfuls, the affluent white female liberal, and their Thanksgiving drama because they have to, talk about Trump, joke about Trump when they know everybody else is maybe more conservative than the family. And then, of course, they have to throw down that victim card and then sever all contact with said family. It is really sad, and it's something that they will definitely regret at some point in their lives.
For the first time in my life, I'm spending Thanksgiving alone with my dogs. Didn't go according to plan, and I'm only posting this for support, or maybe other people are going through the same, but I am no longer going to tolerate toxic and disrespectful family members in general, but especially during the holidays. Life is hard enough, and it's a time we should be together to have fun and laugh and disconnect from all the chaos and be thankful for our health and each other. But instead, my family wants to continuously make smart-ass comments and digs at me. And I'm apparently just supposed to sit here and take it. So, for example, family member A got mad at me and family member B for joking about Donald Trump. And apparently we were not allowed to discuss it at all in the household. Now, I understand if that person, family member A, didn't want me joking and poking at her. Cool. But family member B is the one that actually started joking with me, and I engaged. And that turned into family member A saying that I was just trying to make them mad. While I'm having a separate conversation with B over here, they started the joke. This is just an example of the BS. And I was only there for 2 hours, and I can list 7 different remarks and things that happened before I decided to leave. Then it turned into me being gaslit into I'm ruining the holiday. And I'm ruining family member B's holiday. And how dare I do these things? And then it turned into threats of them canceling things and not wanting to be. It's just a huge thing. So in all reality, people, I don't know why a lot of the older generation thinks because we're family, I need to tolerate your behaviors, especially if they're upsetting me and they're disrespectful and rude and controlling. But I'm not. And I don't think a lot of other people would either. So I prefer peace and quiet over chaos. And that's what I did. So I'm proud of myself for standing up for myself, because my family always just would do things to me all the time, off and on. I never had a voice, or if I did, I was the drama. They never have accountability. And today I finally stood up for myself and said, I'm done with this, and left. That was my Thanksgiving. But I hope everybody else had a good one.
Up next is a reason why maybe I might sever contact with this family in future Thanksgiving endeavors. Check it out.
Welcome to our vegan, gluten-free Thanksgiving.
Gross.
Mom, do you want to give a tour of what everything is? That's vegan, gluten-free.
Mushroom gravy.
Okay.
Cranberry orange relish.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Green bean casserole.
Okay.
Stuffing. Brussels sprouts. Mashed sweet potatoes. Cornbread.
That has egg. That's fine.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
Cutlets,
Yeah.
and the
There we go.
turkey's still
This
there.
is our vegan, gluten-free Thanksgiving, everybody. Wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving this Thanksgiving holiday.
And did you notice every single person that was there, except for the person talking, they totally did not want to be there. They were not looking forward to what they were about to eat, because that's not Thanksgiving dinner. And it's all because of this woman right here. She is the awful of the family.
Going no contact is not a trend. It's not a trend. It's not some silly thing that millennials are doing, and that we're just being petty and over dramatic. I don't have pictures of myself as a baby. I don't have the video of my first birthday.
Well, neither do I, but you don't see me crying in a car.
Which means I don't have a single video of my Nona talking to me. I will never see my baby photos again. I will never get to hear my Nona's voice again. But you want to tell me that no contact is a trend?
Yeah, I have no problems calling it a trend, because as soon as Donald Trump is out of office and never to return, your TDS will come down slowly and your common sense will start to go back up.
You want to tell me that no contact is just some stupid thing that millennials are doing? That it doesn't mean anything, that we're just being petty? I spent my entire late teens and all of my 20s being my mother's conscience, filling the roles of my Nona, because my mother is a narcissist who has no conscience of her own. I spent my whole 20s bankrolling my mother and her Disney obsession. So no, it's not a trend. It's not some silly, stupid new thing that millennials are doing.
Except that it pretty much is.
We couldn't deal with it anymore. We had to protect our peace. And if that meant having to sacrifice every picture, which I know she's probably burnt by now, then that's what it meant. So I have no baby pictures. I have no video of my Nona talking. And you want to tell me that going no contact is a trend? Go yourself.
Women.
I was in a grocery store today where a random white child ran up to a random black teenager. She looked to be about 15, 16 years old, but probably appeared older to him because he looked to be about 6, 7 years old. So he went up to her, grabbed her hand, and was like, "Mommy told me to find one of you if I'm lost. Can you help?" And this kid, this teenager, deer in headlights, had no idea, looking around, trying to figure out what to do. And honestly, I've never trusted that situation. I've never trusted the fact that y'all tell your children to find a black woman for safety, but you tell the world black women are violent, angry, and bitter. Never really trusted that. So I stayed in the aisle, and I'm glad I did, because not even 30 seconds later, here comes his mother with security rounding the corner talking about, "Why are you touching my child?" Black women, if you find yourself in this situation, record everything immediately.
So we're Black Friday shopping. We're coming across clearance, and we see these Barbie dolls. So the black one is $30.
Okay.
11-piece set, comes with everything, the Willy Wonka edition. The white one is $35. Same thing, 11 pieces Willy Wonka. So why is the black one $30 and the white one $35?
Seriously?
Literally the same exact thing. It's just she's black and she's white. I don't like it. Walmart, I don't like it.
Wait a minute, you're actually playing the racist victim card because Walmart is selling the black doll for less money? Huh?
This man trying to say it's ghetto, and I don't give a f, by the way. This man trying to say it's ghetto if I just spend cash on all these groceries and then tomorrow I get my food stamps, I return everything, get my cash back, and pay for the food with my food stamps. Is that ghetto? How is that ghetto?
How is it not ghetto?
I would say ghetto is if I took and walked store with a basket full of groceries and ain't pay for nothing, because I've seen people do that. That's ghetto.
It's ghetto because in both scenarios, you're still stealing. How do you not understand that? Let's check out and see what some other people have to say. They literally have to throw every single food item she returns in the trash. Well, I don't think that is true, but I see your point. We live in a society where people use a $1,400 phone to check their food stamp balance. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it's true, though. Food stamps should be a supplement to your income, not your income base. Very true. It's time to return to the system of food aid from the 60s. Those who are able can help distribute the aid as well as providing instructions on cooking and nutrition. What? Okay. Aid is meant to be a help to those in need, not a way of life. Maybe we should get rid of EBT and go back to these options. Well, I think if that happened, you would definitely see a lot of people exiting the EBT program very quickly.
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place. See, that's the thing with brown people. And I'm going to say this as a brown person. There's a lot of us. Like a lot. There's like 1.2 billion in India. There's more than 200 million in Pakistan. There's like 170 million in Bangladesh. Those are just the people there. I'm even talking about the folks who are expats or immigrants. There's a bunch of us. And we breed. We're a breeding people. And the problem is you let us in 1965. There were a few of us beforehand. But once you let one of us in, you know what happens with brown folks? Our grandmother comes, our grandfather comes, our uncle comes, our aunt comes, our cousin comes, our second cousin comes, our third cousin comes. Then we have kids, a bunch of kids. And then guess what? Some white women, you know, the Western civilization women, the pure women, the American women, quote unquote, the Rust Belt women, the real women, they like some of us brown folks. We don't take them. They come to us. So we're embedded. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. I've traveled this country. I'm going to speak as a brown person. Brown people are everywhere. There will be a Patel motel or there will be a Desi restaurant everywhere. I want you to realize this. You have lost. Your story is a shitty story filled with misery. It's filled with bland chicken. It's filled with terrible, terrible dry ass meat. Your music sucks. All your culture sucks. Nobody. That's why the kids like listen to black people and their music. That's why the kids love Latinos. Your parties suck because they're monochromatic. Our parties have better food, better music, better looking women.
And here's a clip from New York from some of those brown people that guy was just talking about. The conversion of Christian churches and cathedrals into mosques is something that is happening across the world and including here in the United States. But apparently this young lady thinks it's just the best thing ever to see this cathedral having been converted into a mosque.
I just found a mosque that looks like a church. Let's call it a merch.
This is the Salimia Mosque. So this was once a church. It was built over 800 years ago. Can you hear the azan? Then, in the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire converted it into a mosque. I just love that they didn't erase the past. They embraced it. The arches, the colored glass, time to pray. Oh, this was so cool. We got to pray in the main area. It's so beautiful. Then I found something insane. There was a secret room. Oh my God, they've still got the carvings of Jesus and Mother Mary.
I wonder how old these are.
This is crazy. Then there was another room. Oops, I definitely wasn't meant to open that. What's up here? Another secret room. And look, they even left the original carvings from the church.
The Lamb of God.
This has got to be one of the most unique mosques in the entire world. And it was even more beautiful at night.
This next lady, and quite frankly everybody involved, I think should definitely have been instantly arrested, and her car and everybody else involved, their cars impounded. And really, I think maybe the ICE agent should have just slammed right through her car and let her pay for all of the repairs, because she's blocking and hindering an ongoing investigation. I mean, technically that's what it is. If they're out there trying to get illegal aliens, of course she says they're kidnapping people off the streets. She is an idiot.
We can play. My car's bigger than yours. Ice! It's ice! Please help me record. Get behind them if you have a car. If you have a car, please pull behind them. It's ice. Can you pull behind them? It's ICE. They're trying to kidnap people. Please pull behind them. Please pull behind them and park. Please. Please park behind them. Can you put your car behind them, please? It's ICE. Put your car there. They're gonna move. Hurry, please. Hurry. Park your car sideways, please. Hurry. Dumb bitches, you're not going anywhere. Can you guys block the road, please, so they can't get out? We have them blocked in, but we need more cars. Look at these losers. 2, 3, 2 of them in the car.
Don't kill me, I'm a virgin. Okay. Well, hey, how about this? Maybe don't stand in front of a truck that's moving. Yeah, that might work too.
Kill me! Don't 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 kill me!
What, are you retarded?
When the federal government is coming up with guidance, it should be scientifically based only. It should always be scientifically based. It should never not be scientifically based. It should always be scientifically based. And experts in their field should be the ones that tell us what to do, not somebody crazy or someone who had an experience or someone who's a conspiracy theorist, okay? Okay.
Oh, you mean like scientific authorities like Fauci? How did that turn out for you?
So fucked up. And calling women these names. Piggy. Are you taking the thing of me?
A picture. Where are you putting the pins?
Well, I got his dick and his balls. You poor bastard. I hate the man so much.
So am I the only one in this country that is bothered when the president calls reporters like piggy or stupid? Like, why doesn't anybody defend these women? Or why don't they say something back? Like, just literally tell them to F off. I mean, they just stand there and take it. Stop that. I mean, you're just telling the world it's okay when you do nothing. Stand up to the bully. Say something back. Tell him to F off. Call him stupid back. In fact, it would be easy to do, to call him out on half the stupid stuff he's done. Like, is anybody else bothered by this? Let me know.
It's time for Dave's Detox. That's not good. Aw. Now that is good.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Good night. Good night.
Uh-oh. Typical cats.
Who ate the cookies?
Oh.
Otis? Did you eat those cookies in the box?
No, I
didn't.
didn't.
No, it wasn't Ivy. Ivy was at daycare.
Okay.
Wilma, did you eat them?
I think she's guilty. Uh-oh. Man, cats and Christmas trees never go well. Yep. Although it doesn't look like they had a very good base on that tree. If the cat could do that, you know what I'm saying? Gosh, what is that? Is that a baby flying squirrel? Tinfoil.
Oakley.
I hear that's a good trick. Oh gosh. Pull up your pants, lady. Jeez. Ow. Ow. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you for everybody that subscribed. And if you hit that thumbs up button, I do appreciate it. Listen, before you take off, there is going to be a video popping up right around here and right around here. I think you're going to enjoy them. So until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.